Hi, welcome everyone. It's Friday evening, and today we have an exciting event, uh, part three of our Sengoku Jidai roleplay event, the samurai themed roleplay event. We had two battles so far. The first one was won by the Western Army. Uh, the second one was won by the Eastern Army, and now we have this siege with more players tonight and more flags to be won. And it's going to be very exciting because we also have some new faces here joining tonight on both sides. And yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. The numbers are close, and whoever wins here will have a good chance of getting some more flags for the next one. Whoever wins each battle is not necessarily important towards the end result. It's more important in building your army because with each win that a team gets, some players get more flags for the next event. So when we get to the last one, the Battle of Sekigahara, then an army might be a little bit more powerful than the other. And in each event, we have one character that you can take from the other team, basically maybe weakening the other side. Um, let's see. Um, info needs to drop out. Okay. All right. We don't necessarily need one more player because the western side is already. Oh, I was muted on Discord. I'm sorry. I was muted. I was muted on Discord, and I was talking on the stream. Hopefully, some of you were watched there. Anyway, I'm not going to repeat what I said. It wasn't that important anyway. Uh, um, yeah. So about a player. So it looks like Info can't play, but that's fine. Cheeses would fight Pico. Um, no, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to fight Pico, and Subu will have to drop one of the last two matches. I don't know if Subu's here. He's not here yet. But we need Subu here. Yeah, we're gonna start very soon. Yeah, anyway, I was saying that cheating is speaking Who 5 Who. Is just to avoid one unnecessary fight. And I am the last, actually. Oh, I heard what you said. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Subu. Okay. Alright, so Subu said that he will drop his last double. So here's what happened here. We had 7 players and the western side have 5 players, which means that the western side had to double um, 2 of their players in order to have 7 matches. Now we lost one fighter, so we have 6 now. There's no point in making another fight when with doubles when we need only one double. And Subu said that he's going to drop his last double, and that works fine. So I'm gonna fight Pico, and Cheeses and Tao is going to be the last fight. Um, so we lost 15 points. This actually works in Western side's favor a little bit. So we lost 15 points, which means that we have 101 now. And Western side lost 10 because there's not going to be another double, so that's 95. So only 6 flags now difference. There were 11, now only 6, so definitely doable. Let me put the graphic here. The eastern side is going to be on the left side for the entirety of this event, and the western side on the right side. Next time, we're gonna switch. So Oak and Tao are going to be the first ones that are going to fight. A very interesting one. Evenly matched, 15 versus 15. So let's send them a link. Remember to use the skins. Steam, okay, sure, no worries. Tao and I have a problem recently with connecting to each other. I have some weird delay on his parsec. He also has some high ping on mine. Oak, you can connect with the parsec. Because you have a keyboard, so it should be fine. Okay, so we have the retro mode. And we're gonna switch to 21 because 21 is the maximum number of flags that we have, but when we reach 15 we stop. And I gotta be very careful to always put in the double thing. Okay. Oak left side, Tao right side. I think Tao might go with Sam. Maybe he will try Zera, but I don't think so. Yeah, so skins, bro. Skins. We need to keep it accurate. Oh, Alex actually for Tao. Yeah, so this is in the retro mode, which is a little bit faster. You can do some cancels. Stamina is not an issue too much. Here we go. So we're using the castle map because, as I said, this battle was actually a siege. So I thought it would be fitting. First kill for Tao. "101 men for the eastern side, 95 for the western side. So I think all the battles are going to be very disputed. And I think we're gonna have a last stand tonight for sure. Last stand happens only if there are wins on each side. Oh, a little bit tired there. And nice. Third flag here for Tao. There goes the fourth. Yeah, so remember, when you're fighting, even if the fight is maybe getting away from you, every flag matters. Every flag matters. Even if you score 2, 3, 5, all flags matter. And Oak gets his first one here. And a second one. No double so far. Oh, they both hit each other. Tao a little bit more aggressive. He's throwing a lot of strikes. Laszlo, Oak is a little bit more cautious. 5-3. And Tao's advantage is not as strong. First double. Oh, catches him there when he went for a lunge. Tao is actually fighting first and last tonight. The last one, he's going to have only 10 flags. He is the doubled player. Very noble of his daimyo to 9-4. Very noble of his daimyo to leave his spot for Tao. And another double, 10-5. This fight is actually, it's even in terms of flags. A lot of the fights tonight are not going to be even. Could be an advantage, but also a disadvantage to have more flags than your opponent. $11-6, another double. So the difference between the two teams is 6 flags, and Tao is actually quite close in closing the gap right from the first fight. Subu, you here?
Hello?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I heard something. Welcome. You're Samurai Tao, the traitor of the Eastern Army, is doing a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see. Didn't expect Alex from him, to be honest, but he plays a pretty good Alex. Yeah, I definitely wanted to start with a bang, so put him in front.
Oh, maybe some lag. Maybe Oak has a problem. Flick the sword when you're ready. Okay. Tao needs 3 more here. And as I said, he's very close in recovering the deficit. Oh, nice. That's whirly. 14-8, 6 flags. Oh, the second attack did not hit. Tries the lunge, goes for the back line and scores. 14-9. Try it again, that twirly move. Oh, and he punishes him there. 15 to 9, 6 flags difference. Tao wins. And guess what? We are now even.
Nice.
86 to 86. After only one fight, the advantage was dropped. But I don't think it's... the way I look at it is, even when you lose, you still score flags, and those flags might prove to be decisive towards the end. So it could have been worse here. Okay. Next fight. I think I needed to put them somewhere where I can. Samurai skin is so awkward with animation. Yeah. Daisy is fighting Mike. I think Mike needs Steam actually. So let me see if Daisy wants. Yeah, I think it should be fine if she plays Steam. I've never heard somebody from Europe having problems with Steam on my host. I feel like Steam sometimes, I mean, Steam works better when the connection is also good. Like,
Yeah.
if the connection is, like the ping is high, then also the connection gets a little bit.
I'll just need a link to either Steam or Parser.
Yeah. One sec. So this is Daisy. Oh, not friend. Guest. Mike has one flag advantage in this fight. He has 16. Daisy has 15. And here's the link for you. Okay, Mike is here as well. So it's pretty simple. Daisy needs to score 16. Mike needs to score 15 for the fight to end. And I think we are good to go. Let me also disable your controller so we don't have problems. Yeah, 1+1. I'm being careful. Oh, and the names. Mike and Daisy. Alright, Daisy left side, Mike right side. Here we go. Don't forget about the skins. Yeah. Yeah. Jan versus Bara. Again, big thanks to Razer for these amazing skins.
Nice.
They look great.
A bit of a double trade there. Nice back Y, no kill. Sidestep again, wow.
Good start here for Mike. Yeah, Mike has actually looked good in all the fights he had. Actually, only two, but yeah. The previous two fights that he had in this event, he seems very confident. And he proves it right here. And he has become a very solid Bara.
Like that he's going for sort of unorthodox moves too. Nice sidestep, wow.
Yeah, that sidestep doesn't... You know what's funny? Because that sidestep always gets cancelled by literally every player. And now that we have a mode with active cancels, Daisy lets it fly. It's a bit of a paradox. 4-1.
2 cuts there, yeah.
Next fight is going to be Usami versus Pleb. Oh, nice chop. Nice.
Nice. Trick shot attempt, but it gets countered.
Yeah, 4-3. Yeah, Daisy's coming back, and the score is tight. I mean, I know we've barely started, but the score is pretty tight. So as I said, every flag matters, and a nice quick counter to the arm. Both Yan and Bara are very good at doing that. Just a really quick counter with the forward cut.
Yeah, it makes the matchup between these two really fun too. Very engaging.
Oh, nice push. Why did you call me a traitor? Officially, I didn't call the switch. You kicked me. Because you were pondering too much about which side to join, so that is treason. You shouldn't say things like that in front of your lord. And I think that's quite accurate. I'm pretty sure that any talks of defecting or joining a different side would have been punished severely.
Yeah, well, especially if a king or a lord, whoever it is very paranoid. That's where especially you could just get punished right away, even if there's any talk at all. Maybe you didn't say it personally, but people are whispering about it.
Yeah.
That can be enough.
Yeah, Daisy looks a little bit more warmed up, but Mike still has the advantage. I'll try that sidestep again, got punished this time. Pretty slow. Caught the Mike off guard once, but not the second time.
Thrust attempts there, push though into Maestro special there, YY.
Oh, nice. Back Y. 7. Try that long guard side step lunge. A move that I like a lot. Yeah, I like how Daisy's canceling her last attack of the combo.
Yeah, it's very smart.
10-7.
Yeah, 'cause you're leaving the threat there, but you're also like you cancel a lot, then your opponent thinks, oh, they're gonna cancel again, then you throw it out of nowhere, and it
Yeah.
can throw people off. It allows you to back out too if your opponent's doing something, like you feel like if you throw it, you're gonna get punished. You can just back out and do something else.
Yeah, Mike is gaining ground again. And that's back to square one here for Daisy in terms of um, distance. Oh, 12 to
Hmm.
7. Mike needs only 3 more. Daisy could come back, but as I said, the objective is always to try to get as many flags as possible. Here we go, another one. His east side. No, east side is Tokugawa.
Yeah,
Takeda was on the
exactly.
western side, even though they were.
Takeda? Yeah. What was left of them, yeah. They were kind of destroyed earlier on, but yeah, you're right.
That's why I also use their. Actually, it's a different version of their mon. It's
Yeah,
they had black on red, but
red.
I put
Yeah,
it red so it can be visible in the. I wanted to use the Mitsunari one, but it was black on white and it didn't look great. So
yeah.
all right, one more needed here for Mike.
Takeda downfall was AI generated.
East is on the left side, Tao, and West is on the right side. 15 to 8 here. A very good win for Mike, and Mike is proving himself to be a very good samurai. Who knows, maybe in case of a win, he could get promoted for his. Yeah, at the end of this
Yeah.
event, one daimyo, the winning daimyo, will promote one of the samurai, and that samurai will have more men in the next event. 15 to 8, that was right.
Yeah.
So,
So so really Tower, the Ishida clan, the Takeda clan have really fallen from grace by this point. It's not that there are no people with that name anymore, it's just like they got destroyed.
71. Yes. 71 to 78, so the western side takes advantage. Yes, so basically the western army was composed out of multiple clans. It was led by
Hmm.
the Ishida clan, by Ishida Mitsunari, but
Yep.
Takeda was also a part of this western side. So I used their symbol because it's more recognizable, and it also worked with
Mm.
the yeah. So yeah, but if you
Yeah.
want, it can be Takeda, and we can do
Yeah.
Tokugawa. That's fine.
Yeah, the Shimazu would have been on the western side as
Western
well,
side,
although
yeah.
they famously switched sides, yeah.
Shimazu Mori.
Yep.
Um, good. Let's see next fight.
Vinu won as Takeda, yeah. Oh, I see what Tower's doing. So Vinu won as the Takeda, so he's rolling with that. I like it.
So plebeian now. Plebeian has 15, and Usami. The eastern side's the Mai Hatamoto actually. She was promoted yesterday. She has 19 flags, so very close to the daimyo. She's a powerful lady, and she will be fighting pleb now. I think Usami needs steam, So we're gonna use Steam. And we need our Hatamoto here because we're not doing great. Alright, so Pleb will also try Steam. Very interested in this one because Pleb has been training a lot with old versions, the retro mode. He's been training his Zera a lot. He was a little bit unprepared yesterday, but now he has some idea on what to do. Also remember that the eastern side has Isabella, so Usami can play Isabella if she wants to, but she was doing great with Yan as well. Always prefer the sword over a polearm. I don't know about that. If I were on the battlefield, I would probably, especially a pole blade. If you have like a Naginata, that's a perfect weapon to fight, actually.
Yeah, or Yari, yeah. I think she means just aesthetically speaking, which is fair.
I get it.
But yeah. Although if you want to use a sword as a primary weapon, the Nodachi was used that way. Same with the Nagamaki, if you want to call that one a sword.
Yeah, Usami on the left and Pleb on the right.
Yeah. Only by a select few men, though. Sort of elite samurai would have used them.
Yeah, don't forget about the skins.
The mask is slap. Yeah, if you land a great sword swing on someone in armor the right way, it's still gonna be a bad time.
Oh, something happened, I think. Probably Pleb didn't select the skin.
By then they moved away from the Naginata in the battlefield, so it wasn't used as commonly as the Yari, but my understanding is it still saw use as a supporting polearm, and also in households by women and monks and stuff like that. Sort of like a glaive or a halberd and a pike block. But yeah, pikes and spears and lances would have been the primary weapons for most people, if you're not using a ranged one.
Drunken samurai here. Yeah, so Pleb would have to score 19 here. He can score 15, 1-1. And after that, the Daimyo and the Anjin are going to... oh, nice one to the face. Are going to see each other again after some tough skirmishes yesterday.
Ooh, the chop, nice. By Usami.
Lord Ishida does not like the Anjin. So they're gonna fight again.
I'm also told he follows a strange version of Christianity, so we don't trust him.
Yeah. Oh, nice one. Usami-sama protagonist time, yeah? Lady Mariko.
Ooh, nice.
Nice one under the arm. There used to be a time when that move was actually really good. The side step A. It hit the hand a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, some lag, I believe. I'm going to on pause. If you're good to go,
No, it's
just
probably just a spike. Yeah.
yeah, flick the long guard. Oh, and again the thrust to the face, but this was a counter this time. Oh, cork. And the
Thrust
thrust.
there. It's a war of stabs right now, but the cork wins.
Yeah, Wasami is doing a very good job here, I have to say. 7-2.
Tomoe goes in. Yeah, there were a few female samurai who were famous for their ability to fight.
Tomoe was earlier in the Genpei war.
Yeah, yeah, that would have been really, really good.
Yeah. She was famed to be a very good archer and swordsman alike.
Yeah.
Actually, as I said, we were talking about it some time ago. Japan has probably the richest female warrior culture,
Yeah.
with the
The
real
mhm.
historical evidence of women fighting in wars.
Yeah, the only, I guess, competitor to that might be the Scythians and some of those nomadic groups, but yeah, definitely among them for sure, if not the richest, as you say.
9-4. They were trained to defend the household,
Hmm.
and they wielded naginata specifically for this reason, because they weren't as strong as men physically, so they had to
Hmm.
fight from range.
Yeah. In the case of the Scythians, they were mostly horse archers, so the disadvantage of being potentially weaker as a woman is not as big of a deal, especially if the bows are lower poundage, which they would have been at that time. They weren't like crazy powerful, but still good enough to get the job done.
Back to the fight here.
Yeah,
Pleb has managed to
yeah,
get
we
a
could talk about that for a while.
couple of flags
Nice.
back, and for him is actually quite important right now, even though he's not on the winning side. The Western side does have a 7 flag advantage, so if he manages to keep the advantage even after his fight, that's still a minor victory in my opinion. Nice one.
Horse archer, the word leaves a bitter taste in me mouth, Peckle says. Well, we're gonna have to agree to disagree there.
I play as horse archer in every mountain blade. I always end up playing
Yeah.
horse archer for some reason.
Yeah, you could always bring a lance too. It's not like you have to just do that. Nice back Y. Anyway, should really focus on the fight.
Yeah, Pleb's coming back, reduce the difference to 3.
Yeah, he's doing great. Doesn't necessarily need to win, just needs to keep the flags close at least. Low guard. Bold, but it works. I like it.
Oh, and he gets it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, it's clearly a bait, but if you can't react in time, it can be good. Or it can be bad to hold that guard. But the way he did that counter there shows me he has a good understanding of his spacing, which is good by Plebeian. Oh, this time though.
13-9. Two more needed here for Usami. Pleb would have to score 10. And after this fight is over, I'll explain why flag advantage is not just an opportunity for your opponent to earn more. There's also another advantage into it.
getting low guard, but it's obviously a trap, so Sev doesn't go in this time. Always a gamble when you challenge a guard like that, because anybody who's good at the game is not doing that randomly. There's a plan.
Nice chop. 14 to 9 and only one needed, and this could be a comeback here for the eastern side. And after 3 fights,
Oh,
okay, I'm gonna pause.
good.
Thrust. That's it. 15 to 9, 6 flags difference, and a very good win here for the eastern side. I think Pleb did a good job, but ultimately didn't work in the western favor. Only 9, so that is 62. Still one flag advantage for the western side. And now I want to explain why is also still important for why is important for players to have more flags. So let's take this situation here. Usami had 19, Pleb had 15.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say Pleb got 16 flags before losing to Usami. So before losing his 15, he got 16. So in theory, the western side got more flags out of this fight, right? But the thing is, Usami technically would have still won, and she would have kept 3 flags that go into the last stand. So when you have more flags, even if you lose more flags than your opponent but still win the fight, those flags go into the last stand. So that's why it's important to have more flags than your opponent, because even if they get more flags than you but they don't beat you per se, those flags are gonna go to the last stand battle. So having more flags is also an advantage. Good. Okay, next fight is going to be very, very interesting. This fight is Dianjin versus Daimyo Ishida. 16 versus 21 this time. So yeah, this is a good example. If Subu manages to score more flags than Subu manages to defeat Eve, but Eve manages to score more flags overall, but Subu still wins, then those flags go into the last stand. Anyway, they had some great fights yesterday. Subu defeated Eve yesterday, but Eve managed to get the 5 extra flags there out of that fight. And they also met in the last stand, and it was 8-8. Subu almost made a very big comeback. I'm going to... Well, actually, hopefully it works with Parsec.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'm going to restart. Let's see the Anjin. I haven't seen him around though. I hope he's ready for his fight. After that is going to be me versus Pico, and then Cheeses versus Tao. So 3 fights left. And most likely the last stand. trying to join.
Each trying to join now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. All right, very excited for this fight, and I think this could be a fight that will turn the tide in one side or the other. We're kind of locked in at 62 versus 63 here. And if one of the sides manage to get a significant advantage here, Eve is left and Subu right. No control, probably because of Steam. Let me quickly restart the game. I'm sure it's Steam shenanigans. Next time it's going to be me versus Pico. Also a close fight in terms of flags. I have 21, he has 18. So that fight is going to go on for some time. It was a very tough decision for me yesterday in who to promote because the Anjin did great. But Usami also won yesterday and the day and the event before, so I had to be fair on that. Now, if the Anjin has a great performance, maybe he will be the one promoted. Yeah, we're seeing Getty versus Bara. Eve has 16. Subu has 21. Eve has one more flag compared to yesterday. Double. Samurai Getty. Yeah, Subu's cautious. Goes for the side step and scores a second. Reminder that after this event, we also have the retro mode tournament, a regular tournament, but on the retro mode, without skins, just regular gameplay. 42. Gray and gold. Yeah, it's really nice. It's actually, yeah, there's gray as well. Nice, try the low lunge. I think all three are amazing. I can't really pick one. And another one. Yeah, I was pretty sure that Subu here is going to come locked in. And he has a good advantage. But it's not over till it's over. The Anjin really good with comebacks and then follows up with a nice cut after the leg. Good strat. Yeah, nice follow up there on the block, after the block. 6-4. Oh no, 5-4. Still advantage for the Western Army. 5-5. Oh, and then the follow-up a little bit later, and Eve takes advantage here for the first time. 6-5. Eve was yesterday very close in getting all 21 flags. He got 20 before losing his 15. We'll see if today he's going to get close to that. I'd say if he manages to get 2 extra flags, so 17 basically, that would be a great win. Yeah, Subu takes lead again. Very close fight. Seven, 7. Nice forward cut. Yeah, this is one thing that Subu does really well, which is he commits with some of his attacks, and most of the times you don't expect him to do that. Oh, nice composure there from Eve to block the third attack. Goes with the forward upcut there and scores the 8th flag. Oh, the thrust there. And the follow-up. 9-8. Double 10-9. And again, Eve is in advantage. Nice chop, 10-10. I think most players think about, you know, I want to give my team an advantage, or I want to win for my team. Sometimes just keeping your team in the fight is important as well, even if you don't win. Catch him again there, tired, and it's 12-10. And it's been some time since we've seen a 2 flag difference. Evie's looking for solutions and goes for the nice leg cut into the follow-up. And the second attack just barely touched him there, but managed to get the kill. Oh, sidestep. Yeah, that's a sidestep that is actually difficult to block with auto guard, and I think Eve was trying to rely on the guard there, and it didn't work. You need to take space from that. Oh, and the follow-up with the move that Gideon players don't use much. A forward B from right foot forward, although it can be pretty decent at times. Catches him again with the back wipe. Went again with the lunge. It worked yesterday a lot, but Subu more composed today. 14-12. And that's it. 15. Oh no, sorry. Eve has 16. Sorry, my bad. Eve has 16. One more needed. Oh, some jank there. And Eve gets one more. (15 to 13). Let's see if this is Eve's chance. Get more flags. Oh, I thought I was a double. No, 16 to 13. Great fight. The daimyo is takes revenge here, but it was still a very good fight and close one. So 13 flags lost for the western side, so that means 50, and 16 lost here. 46. Yeah, 46 to 50. So 4 flags in the favor of the western side. Next fight is going to be the western side's Hatamoto Pico versus the eastern side's Daimyo Mi. 21 flags versus 18. This is also a very important fight to see if maybe we can get our advantage back.
Yeah, good fight, Eve.
I'll send the link to Pico, and after that I'm going to... we're being crushed. I wouldn't say so. We're still very... it's still pretty tight.
Their morale is low. Press the advantage.
No, the soldiers are wavering. There's Pico. Alright, just gonna quickly go to the bathroom, and after that I'm gonna go.
Alright.
Alright, I am back. So it's gonna be my fight against Pico. So it's 46 to 50. But here's the thing here, and that's why it's important to have the flag advantage when you start the war. The the western side has a chance now of getting more flags out of me and cheeses. But if the western side doesn't do that, then the gap is going to be even bigger. Sam. So for example, what Usami did for the eastern side was really good, because not only she kept her flags, she also managed to get a win at a big difference.
Ooh, double.
And we are guaranteed to have a last stand that is going to have around 10, 15.
Samuel is a pretty good pick by Pekala here. But Venator does pull ahead. Now, Venator, of course, does have a flag advantage, so we're not necessarily expecting to win this one, but a favorable split for us of flags would be good. Even better, though, if we take the Daimyo's head. Nice. Ooh, there's the hand. Nice from Venator. Making it 3-3. Biko's doing well so far, though, my Hatamoto. He was instrumental in our first victory. There's the high guard cut there. Little hit to the head there by Pico. They're both moving very well. Pico actually wins the trade. Not a common sight here. Bit of feinting by Pico. High guard cut though. Venator just calls him out. I love the O-Katana, if you want to call it that. You could also just call it Uchi-Katana. That would also be correct. Swords in the Sengoku period were generally longer than the Edo period swords, so it is just a katana or an Uchi-Katana. But a lot of people like to call them O-Katana as well to differentiate from the shorter swords later. Regardless, I do like the look of that sword more than the typical katana that people think of. Same with the Tachi especially. Those swords are very sexy looking. Upcut there by Venator as he gets the lead. Pico's got to be a little bit careful here because we could throw away our advantage. Ooh, bit of jank there, but he still lands his hit. It just wasn't a kill shot. Oh, that's a little annoying. Some camera stuff that hasn't quite been patched out of the game yet. Wow, cancels from Pico. That was quite a feint. Yeah, that was that wagon right there that we saw earlier with the camera. Taunts there by Venator, but Pico is responding perfectly to them. Back Y out of nowhere. That was crazy fast. That's Pico for you. He's definitely at home. Good feint. Actually results in a double, though, because Venator called him out. So, you gotta be a little bit careful feinting too much. So far, we still have an advantage, though. It's not as big as it used to be, but still a good performance. Nice, down 4x there. No kill, though. Ooh, crazy faster. Samuel showing us what Samuel can do. Oh, but yeah, too much. Too much craziness from Pico. Got stabbed in the armpit as a result. Big cut there into retreat Y. And again, they're kind of feeling each other out, trying to see if one of them is going to make a mistake. Neither fighter is making a mistake, but Pico is a little bit on the back foot. Bit of low guard action there. Actually, that might just be auto guard being weird. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Ooh, Pico might have had a chance to counter. Interesting interaction there. Tough to say, though. And that stab connects there. Pico just not able to land the kill shot. And Pico's got to be careful now. Plus the Divina. Fun fact, by the way, that exact guard does appear in Samurai Swordsmanship. I saw it in particular with the Nodachi. So, that's where you'll usually see that. I don't know to what extent it appears in, like, Katana Swordsmanship. There's obviously a variety of styles, so it can vary, but as far as the Great Sword, you can see it there. Ooh, a lot of cancels again. That's a double this time, thankfully. But, well, I mean, it's not so good, but still much better than losing the engagement altogether. Katana's work would be cursed as hell. Yeah, you could do the first one with the edge, but the second one would just be a bonk to the head, which, you know, it would still work, but it just wouldn't be a lethal hit on its own. Yeah, it is technically possible, though. I mean, the blunt side of a katana, if you got hit by that in the skull, it could knock you out, I would say. So, yeah, it still would not be a fun time. Yeah, it absolutely could fracture your skull. It's still a bar of steel. My understanding is there are techniques like that, especially for trapping the blade with the curve of the sword. Ooh, tired swing lands there for Venator, but he is still very tired. Isabella asthmatic, but Pico gets hit again, a little impatient there. I think he's going for the push, but thankfully he manages to finish it there. Isabella is not the most dangerous character when tired most of the time, but I have actually seen and done some incredible things from tired state before. But there's no question, like, you'll often have to hit like 3 times to get a kill in that state. Ooh, trade there. Pico with low guard, and that's a double. I like what he was trying there, but that's the risk of completely lowering your guard. Especially if you're advancing a little bit, suddenly you might be in range. And Venator can afford to take those types of risks because the score it's not that lopsided or anything, but he has done well for his clan, so a double isn't so bad. Not the best outcome, but not the worst either. And there it is, the hand comes right off. Heckler's got to lock in. At this point, he should just be focused on scoring as many flags as possible and not giving any more away. There's one. Nice. That was nicely done, too, with the feint there. Low guard from Venator. Yeah, nice reaction by Venator, but Pico doesn't fully commit, so doesn't land. But it would have landed if Pico made a mistake. That dash and cut is actually deceptively good. Push out of measure, but Pico didn't expect it, so wasn't able to punish in time. It was a very short window. Good feint there by Pico, just not able to get the hand. I love that both of them have been using the various guards of their characters, not just neutral stamps. Pico even using low guard a bit, and we've even seen high guard just as he is right now, using it as a bit of a bait. Good exchange here, but nobody's been hit. There's a hit to the head by Pico. Excellent work. Yeah, even if Pico were to lose pretty quick here, if he maintains this sort of spread, the score, then it's still looking good. But I think Pico is looking to make a comeback. I think he's more ambitious than that. And it would be a legendary performance if he pulled that off. Snap cut. Ooh. Yeah, Venator tries to commit there, a lot of attacks. Then goes back to low guard, push out of measure. Push out of measure again there. Nice try though by Venator. Does get punished though. And Pico gets another one, little snap cut there. I think he did a cancel. Yeah, and this is what Sam can do. I'd love to see Pico taking advantage of it, but he gets called out this time. Nice high guard cut. Not done just yet, though. Now we are. As I say that.
Yeah, GG.
I believe we are.
It was a very tough fight. It was trying to find a lot of ways to hit him, but it was quite difficult. 18 to 15, a win, but still, Western side still has an advantage. Wait, 46. So we lost 15. That means 31, right? Yeah, 31. And the Western side lost 18. Wait, no. $31. And 32, yeah. My maths is not working all the time. 31 versus 32. We have one more fight.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we're going to have a last stand, or potentially two last stand battles, just to give players more opportunities to fight. We'll see. We're going to agree on it, on what we're going to do next. I mean, potentially it could just be like one player versus one player, but I feel it could be too many flags, I guess. Okay, so last fight. Why do you put this pressure on me? Actually, it's not that much pressure, just yeah. And remember, there's the retro tournament after. We have 8 people already signed up. Yeah, Pico was valiant.
And of course, Tao.
Yeah,
I'm calling upon you, Yabushige. You must fight this last battle here. You've opened the battle, now it's time for you to finish it.
need to send. Yeah, so first we're gonna connect cheeses with Parsec. Yeah, last stand is about the remaining flags. Because in each fight, some flags remain on some side, so they weren't consumed. And since it's 31 and 32, and we're gonna lose 10 to 15 flags here, it's gonna be around that range, around 15-20 flags for the last stand. Okay, cheeses is here, and what we need to do.
Tao wants twice the cat waifus for fighting twice. You bet. You perform well here.
Cheeses on the left side.
And you'll definitely get twice the cat waifus.
Just take left, cheeses. Does cheeses need keyboard? I don't even remember. Take left. There we go. And now we're gonna get the Tao in with steam. Yeah, this is gonna be really important. And I want to call upon the One-Eyed Demon and the Anjin Sama for a potential last stand fight or more fights. Tao, take the right side, please. Yeah, pick the skins. Yeah, it looks like it's locked to that red. Yeah, just pick red, it's fine. Alright.
Yeah, just pick any color.
Oh, well, 1 second to change the names. So cheeses has 15 flags here. And oh wait. And Tao has 10. So cheeses, doesn't matter how many flags he gets, try to beat him. Try to get the maximum out of him. I trust you.
Ooh, trade there.
10 doubles, let's go. Oh, there we
nice
go.
job,
Cheeses
though.
with the first flag. Names.
That's Barabash by him, too. Or not Barabash,
Yan.
Yan. Yeah. Thought so for just a second because of the same moves, but yeah. And the series of stabs by Tao. Leg void into swing there. Corkscrew counter attempt that doesn't work. That was a good try by Tao. Goes in though, nice. Goes low. No hit though. Nice. Yeah, Tao is well aware of Samuel's weapons. He's trying to use them to the full effect.
Oh, nice.
Good sidestep.
3-1.
Ooh,
Oh, I thought it was a double, but
stab.
Jesus actually got it.
Yeah. Young's got a little bit of HP to spare, so can help him out sometimes. Not there, because he was stun locked by that stab combo, if you want to call it that. Dashing from Tao, back Y.
Oh.
A lot of Samuel's game plan actually mirrors Zera quite a bit. He's got the long range stabs, he's got the back Y, he's got a good guard. So he's actually a very good character for Tao. Just a bit faster than Zera, so he's more free to move around. That's the main difference.
When I think about characters, I kind of put him into 2 or 3 big categories, and most of the times you see people gravitating towards the characters from the same category. So, for example, when I was thinking about Zero, I was also thinking about Sam and Marta being in somewhat the same category, which is characters that don't necessarily move very fast, but they can generate some power, and they have some good defense as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Good side steps.
6-4. A slight advantage here for Tao, but Jesus is, I say, he's doing a really good job. He's trying to play this as a tight as possible to get those 10 flags that would help him win.
Ooh, dangerous, yeah.
Oh.
I don't think we've seen a grapple kill this whole event yet.
No.
Come to think of it. We've definitely seen people try it, though. Just hasn't worked. Ooh, nice leg void.
Yeah, Jesus, this is your time.
Push.
Nice push.
Ooh.
This is your time. Cork. We both hit each other. Again,
Nice.
gets caught by the side step. 10-4.
At this point, I would say Tao has earned his promotion should we win.
Again.
Good blade beat, but no hit actually, but still gets it.
Push.
Yeah. Good follow-up too after that didn't go so well. Just kept the pressure on. Jesus couldn't respond in time. Nice kick. Wow.
Nice.
Parried with it too. You don't see that very often, but that is something you can do. Just tough to time.
Thrust. Nice cork there.
Dangerous cork there, yeah.
Tao needs only one more, so at this point, Jesus needs to try to get whatever he can. And there you go, a nice one. And actually, Jesus can still technically win this if he scores the next 3. Oh, gets pushed there. 15-7. I would say honorable display here from Jesus against a a very strong opponent. And we got 25 flags left for the western side and 16 for the eastern side. Okay, now we have the following options. We can
Mm-hmm.
either do one man on each side to play the whole thing, or we can get two people to play, and we divide the flags however we want.
Mm.
What do you think?
I think two people would be fun.
Yeah, yeah, I think that works. Um, okay, so I got 16, so I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
split it in two, and I want to give 8 to Oak and 8 to Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and you have 25, so
Yeah,
that is
and
13
I
and
will.
12. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'll give Tao the 13,
yeah,
and I'll take the 12.
take the 12. Okay. Um, I have a suggestion that one or two players who got less kills for each team fight it out. Um, yeah, it's a good suggestion, but it's also about strategy here. So I think the daimyo should pick.
Mm.
I actually picked two players that lost their fights, actually. So I think it's pretty much in that. But no, Subo, I respect your choice. It makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Oak, Tao, and Eve, Subu were the matches. Shall we switch them this time, or do you?
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do Oak versus Subu. 8 versus 12,
Mm-hmm.
and Eve versus Tao. 12 versus 13. Sorry, 8 versus 13. You know what? You know what's funny? Because after we did it like this, there is a small chance that we're gonna have like another last stand, but it will be like just a few flags.
Right. Yeah.
Um, okay, let's get Oak in. I hope he's still around. I'm not sure if his. Let me message him. The Western Army is. Sorry, the Eastern Army is not doing great here, but this could be turned around. Pretty significant difference here. Okay, there's Oak. Oak has 8 flags to play with. Subu has 12. Tao proved to be a very good asset for the Western Army. Uh, I picked the even oak because they didn't win their fights, and I'm pretty sure they want to redeem themselves here, and they have the quality to do so. Oak left side, Subu right side, 8 versus 12. Remember the skins? Yeah. Uh, our team needs to be very cautious with flags. Here we go. Oh, actually, I found the solution. When this fight is over, the remaining flags are going to be transferred to the last fight, so we don't have another last stand. Nice forward cut. Three one. Oh, Oak hesitated a little bit there, but eventually he got the job done. 3-2. Oh, gets countered there. 4-2. Oak manages to win the trade there. Oh, nice one. Went low and then forward. Again. Solid gameplay here from Subu. And another good side step, and Subu needs only one more here. And the gap will be even greater. And that's it. 8-3. Congratulations. So that means 22 flags remaining and only 8 for the eastern side. So 8 versus 22. That's a very tall order against Tao. But let's see if Eve is around.
Yeah, GG Oak.
Yeah, so I just transferred the flags to the last fight so we don't have...
Alright, yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to quickly go to the bathroom, see if Eve is going to join. If not, we're going to use another player.
Alright. I say it's thematically appropriate too. I wanted how to end this, so. Yeah, hopefully Eve's good to go. But if not, I'm sure we'll work something out. Maybe that Anjin tried to steal his ship and flee. I think it was Eve, he was supporting his foreign king in one of his posts. His loyalty seems rather questionable.
Yeah, I think Eve is not here. Um,
Yeah.
okay, it's 8 versus 22. I'll play.
All right. Yanjin took a boat to England.
Yeah, he ran away from his lord. Let's send some steam to Tao. It's a very difficult ask, especially with the doubles. But I'm gonna go out on my shield here. And after that, in about 10 minutes, we're gonna start our regular event. So sign up if you haven't, if you wanna get some more fun. Okay. I got 8 to work with, which is not that bad.
Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely doable, so I hope Yabushige will put his all into this.
Yeah, so 8 is not that bad, but the thought of scoring 22 is
Yeah, it's a long haul no matter what. If you get to past 8, that's a double.
yeah, and with Zera is quite likely that a lot of flags are gonna end in a double.
Yeah, he's just a heavy hitter. Nice sidestep though by Venator. It's well known with Isabella that is a good way to beat Zera is to target the hand with tight cuts, and that way if Zera tries anything, his hand is right there to be hit. It's generally a weak spot in his defense, but yeah, Zera can compensate with moves like that pretty well. Already, I would say Now is doing very well here. Yeah, now he has a lead, so the pressure has grown in intensity for Venator. In some ways, Tao has a lot of pressure too, though. He doesn't want to throw this. That would kind of suck, actually. Um, but I think he's pretty composed. Nice holy stance. Bad attempt by Venator, trying to keep it tight, which is generally how you want to play this, and good calls Tao out there. But again, Tao's still looking good. Just 4 more flags to win. And although he is down flags at this point, he's still got plenty of manpower. Venator with a lot of side steps, also a good idea against Zera in general. That's a trade. That holy stance attack again. It can actually be tough to read sometimes because there's a cut that looks very similar from it, and then there's a stab that you can do. I think most players pick the stab, but But you can throw the cut in some moments, especially if somebody's doing a stab or long guard, and I'm pretty sure it's a really good option. There's another one for Venator. Tao has to be a little bit careful now. Venator's got some confidence. There's a hit to the hand by Venator. Another one as Tao tries to charge up that swing, which would have probably been a double if Tao managed to pull through with it, but not quite able to land it here. A bunch of cuts out of measure by Tao, and Venator immediately punishes there. Still a hill to climb for Venator, but it's not over. Back wide wins the trade. Yeah, it's not the most powerful cut, so sometimes you can trade with it, although it is hazardous by its nature. Back wide. Oh, a snap cut. Nice from Venator. Venator's amazing Isabella on full display here. Tower's testing the guard first, then goes in. Nice, nice. Like the adjustments there from Tao. Doesn't overextend this time. Tries the guard out. Sees what Venator will do in response, and then manages to tempo switch. Yeah, especially here, like Venator was doing Posta de Vena, he kind of lost initiative because that's a double actually. Wow. Yeah, Zera, even that back Y, like I know I was saying you can trade with it, but there's times it'll hit your hand or something and you will not trade favorably with it. You'll at best double. That's another double and tough for Venator now. Very tough. I do not envy him. That stab, though, is a good start to the armpit. That maintains the immersion, because that's definitely something you'd want to do in an armored fight like this. Both of them doing some feints. Yeah, Venator does not want to give this flag away. And almost a double, but takes the hand off. Venator on the attack, but cannot secure the kill. He definitely has to do that at some point. Obviously you got to be cautious, but yeah, unfortunately it doesn't work.
GG. GG.
Very good effort though.
Went out on my shield there, but yeah, great event. Great event so far. The Western side wins. Congratulations. You will have a new promotion in the team.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the people who've won their fights or managed to score more flags than their opponent will get the +1 for the next one. And also, you have the right to take one character from us that we're not going to be able to use next time. Could be Isabella or could be somebody else that you want to take. I don't know, Getty or whatever.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the win. Well deserved. It was really fun. A really fun event with a lot of twists and turns. And the next event is going to be on Subu's host. So we're going to be fighting away from home. I don't know exactly when that is going to be. Maybe Sunday or maybe after Sunday.
Yeah, most likely.
Most likely Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll announce it when I'm sure. But yeah, probably Sunday.
Yeah, because it usually takes like an hour, so that should be fine.
Yeah.
It took a little bit longer this time because we had more players with more flags, and yeah. Great. Thank you everybody for competing. It was an amazing event. I'll see you very shortly to the regular event that we are going to play. And yeah, Subu, will you be joining commentary?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, guys,
No
I'll start
problem.
a new stream very soon.